This is Jason with Glitch in the System. Today we are going to do the 99 bottles of juice quiz from Udacity's front-end web developer course. So what this quiz is about is we need to do a while loop to print out the song lyrics for 99 bottles of juice. So pretty straightforward, but we do have a little note here that the pluralization of the word bottle changes from 2 bottles to 1 bottle to 0 bottles. So we're going to have to deal with that. So let's go ahead and grab the starter code. I'm going to go ahead and paste it into Visual Studio Code here so that it's easier to work with. And then I'm going to also grab the song lyrics here and then just stick them into a string for right now. Okay, so first thing we need to do is we need to do our condition for our loop. So we need to go from 99 all the way down to 0. So while number is greater than or equal to 0. So that means it's going to start at 99 and keep on going as long as the number is greater than or equal to 0. So before I forget, and this is very important, or you're going to have a crash because you have an infinite loop, you need to increment the number or decrement the number in this case. So we're going to decrement it. So num minus minus. So what this is this is actually the same thing as number minus 1 and number minus equals 1. So these three things are all the same thing. So all it means is that you're taking the original number and you're subtracting 1 from it, and then you're setting it as the new number. Okay, so this is the shorthand for that, since we only have one number that we're removing. So we're all set to go. So let's go ahead and start creating our conditions. So remember how we have this note that says if you have 2 bottles, then the word changes, 1 bottle the word changes, and so on. So we need to do a few things. So let's just first console.log, and then let's put our string in there. So we don't want this number 99. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the variable instead, because this is going to change. So number, so it's going to start with 99. So 99 bottles of juice on the wall. And then we're going to replace this one also. Num. And then this one, it's a little bit trickier. Placed. Num. So we can't just use number here because this would give us 99. So if you took one down, this should be our number minus 1. So let's just go ahead and do that. And notice that I am mixing number values with our string. That is perfectly fine in JavaScript. JavaScript, if you try to concatenate a number with a string, the number value will just turn into a part of the string. So I'm gonna just take this right now and see what happens. So we haven't finished the quiz, but let's just make sure that everything's working so far. So it should print out about 100 lines and everything should look pretty much okay. So alright, let's see what it says. 99 bottles of juice on the wall, 99 bottles of juice, take one down, pass it around, 98 bottles of juice on the wall. Alright, so that's good. So let's scroll down, keep on scrolling. So it looks like it keeps on doing it. Alright, so now you can see that the very bottom one, 0 bottles of juice on the wall. So that one is not good because you're not going to take down 0 bottles of juice. So this number actually has to be 1, because once you get to that number 1, that is where you stop. So let's paste this. Let's try that again. So starting value is still the same, 99, and then goes all the way down to 1, and then once you get to 0, then you have no more bottles of juice. All right. So we need to fix the pluralization of our text. So what we're going to do is, since we know that if you have 2 bottles and 1 bottles, it's going to change. So let's do if num equals 1. Oops. If number equals 1. So what is going to change here? So 1 bottle of juice on the wall. 1 bottle of juice. Take one down, pass it around. So that's going to be, and then you have 0 bottles of juice. So that'll solve the number 1. We need to do one for the number 2. So if num equals 2, then copy this again. Actually, copy this one. Paste. Okay, so 2 bottles of juice. So this one needs to be, this is going to be 1 bottle of juice when it gets to 2. So let's actually just make this an else if statement. Clean things up a little bit. All right, so if the number equals 2, then we're going to have that version. If it equals 1, then we're going to have this version. Else, we're going to have the original version. Okay, let me format the code. And let's take a look. Paste. And test run. So 99 bottles of juice on the wall, 99 bottles of juice. Take one down, pass it around, 98 bottles of juice on the wall. So the pluralization is correct. Looks like for all of those. What we care about is starting from number 2. So 2 bottles, 2 bottles, 1 bottle. So that's correct. And then goes from 1 bottle, 1 bottle, 0 bottles. And that's correct. So it looks like we got everything. Let's submit. And that's a passing test. All right, that's it for this video. Hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. All right.